So today I just wanna deal with the messiness. Messy. Messissimo, guarda qua. Super messy, bleh. Messi. Schifo, bleh. Caca baby girl. La. The system was, here I have my rent books, the books that I definitely want to keep. I just want to bring them with me throughout the rest of my life. And then on this shelf, I have my TBR, my physical TBR. I've been very good, and it has come to the point where my read books has become fuller than my TBR library. The plan today is I just go through all the books. I just get them out and then I'll swap the bookshelves. The cool thing about this bookshelf is that it's very deep as well, so I might be able to fit 2 rows of books, especially if I get some raised shelves. But that's all to come. So first and foremost, I just need to get everything down. There we go. I don't have that many books, but I have way more than I thought I was gonna have, because I tend to be quite minimalistic with my stuff, but it's very hard to say no to a book, so they just keep coming. That's, I don't know if you can see it in the shot, but that's the Pride shelf. Can they see it in the shot? Yeah. Roughly color coordinated rainbow shelves, and then the lesbian Teletubbies. Lala. That's gonna stay that way, but everything else I'm gonna change. I also have fairy lights, and it's very nice when I turn them on, but my camera phone cannot handle the fairy lights. They're not beyond. Onto the next shelf. The TBR shelf is just alphabetical order by author. I don't like dividing my physical TBR by genre because it kind of makes me overlook a lot of books. If I know that I'm in the mood for something that's a bit more whimsical and fantastical, I might just go to the sci-fi fantasy, when in reality I might have a historical fiction that's just as whimsical and fantastical. So if I have them just by author, that's more useful when I'm looking for my next read. Now the plan is, here my read books, my actual, like, I want to keep them library. And my criterion for keeping or getting rid of books is I want to keep books that I either want to reread or that I see myself lending out to friends and family and people. Those are my 2 criteria. Without any further ado, I'll start. First and foremost, because it's my biggest section and the one I like the most, is the classics. fantasy. Yeah, it's a Hugo Nebula award. I put fantasy and sci-fi together, so yes. Andrew Scott Stan house here, so there's gonna be a lot of Andrew Scott stuff around. The only full manga that I own. It's Kodomo no Mocha. I don't know what the English translation is. Such a great manga. I actually want to reread it. I think this is like a 10-year-old copy. It's been with me through something like 5 or 6 moves. And I don't regret it because it is such a great manga. So weird, but yeah, great. So this is the finished library. It's not in order of anything, but I'll deal with that later and I'll give you a proper tour later. Now I want to move on to the physical TBR shelves. And again, this is easier because they're in alphabetical order. Let's go. Okay, so we're done with the actual shelving. These are already in order because again it's easier with alphabetical order. You know what, I'm just gonna leave those like that for the moment. I'm not gonna tidy them up yet. I have way more space than I thought I was gonna have. That's great. Now it's time to position the trinkets. We have this lovely jar of bookmarks, the cow and the frog. By the way, I made this myself. I'm very proud of it. Never use it, but that's another story. And then the goat, which, yeah, needs friends. I also have these. These are stickers that were sent to me by the publishers of the book Coloring. Great book. It's in the queer section. Oh, there it is. Such a highly recommended. I've recommended it before on my channel, so I'm not gonna. But it's a great book, and because I reviewed it, they were very kind to send me some stickers. Love that. And I've just been using them as bookmarks because I have sticker commitment issues, and so I never put them anywhere. Okay, there's plenty other books around the house. I have a few piles of currently reading books. For example, The Lagos Wife. that's somewhere. But in terms of like the actual shelves, these are the final shelving solutions. So to show you my bookshelves, they're still messy, but classics behind there as well. We have Japanese literature, then we have general fiction there, we have non-fiction, and behind that we have some textbooks and then some poetry and plays. Well, you cannot see that, but I don't reach for poetry that often. That's why they're hidden. And then here we have the fantasy. Again, these are not in their proper order. And then right at the bottom there, it's so dark you cannot see, but I have the graphic novels, mangas, and picture books. Then we have our gay shelves, of course, with the lesbian Teletubbies. It's fine. Like, she's fine. She's fine. It's just that sometimes the battery is gone, but she's fine. Look, she's so happy. There we go. And then here we have all my physical TBR in alphabetical order. Let me know if you see something that I should put in my immediate TBR. But yeah, this is the end result. And thank you for coming with me on this journey. And I shall see you next time. Bye bye!